My name is Sean Morey, and in today's psychological lecture, we'll be going over the law of attraction. The law of attraction is a very complex thing that I think is very misinterpreted and misjudged by pretty much half of the population in today's day and age. I'm not too sure why, but everyone has this fantasy of if you believe something, it'll then become, which is completely bullshit. Because most of the people that do believe in the law of attraction are pretty miserable, to say the least. The girls with the crystals, the guys with the dead-end jobs that do nothing but go to their job, come home, smoke weed, eat pizza, and go to sleep every day. These are the people that I'm referring to. The people that, at the end of the day, sit back and are completely comfortable with their life and say, I want this. I can't wait to drive a Ferrari. And say all these things and think at the end of the day that God has something figured out for them. I myself believe in God. I'm Christian. I believe Jesus is Christ. And, I believe that God has several different versions of you ready. And the tricky part is finding what version of yourself that you want. You can't just sit around all day and expect to be an astronaut. You have to figure out who you want to become and what steps you need in order to become that person. I don't agree with the law of attraction for the most part, or at least the common sense, the common day, as I might say, version of the law of attraction. Everyone is saying, oh, you have to be delusional in your dreams, think big, think big. Yes, I agree. But once you believe that you're being delusional about your dreams is when your dreams never come true. If you sit there all day and think that you're being delusional with your dreams, why would yourself or the universe give you that dream? It doesn't make sense. Ever since I was a kid, I knew that I was going to be rich, and I know it's very cliche to say. Ever since I first started making my first dollar online, which was probably when I was 14, 15 years old, I'd say, I walked and acted like the biggest dick ever. I walked around and acted like I was a millionaire already. Granted, I was probably making $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a month, but I thought my shit didn't stink. I acted like a complete millionaire. I thought of my future self and how he would act, where he would live, what car he would drive, and I embodied it. And that's the law of attraction that I believe in. And I think it's very misinterpreted and misguided that most people don't know what to do and how to do it. Once you find who you want to be, the only thing stopping you is driving the future self, which is already set and planned for you in your head, of the person that you want to be, and the person you are now, and colliding both worlds. And that is the part where 0.01% of people actually succeed on. And I think the reason behind it is that people are here and they wait all their life, and the person that they have planned in their head moves further and further as they keep progressing. It's a constant race that they never catch up to. They might get a jump start, they might get a little bit ahead, but this just keeps on going further and further and further. Once you figure out who you want to be, live in it. Don't be delusional. Believe it is you. There's a famous saying, fake it till you make it. And I was told this by my karate instructor when I was maybe 10 years old. Maybe a little bit younger, for all I know. His name was Master Kit. And this was the only thing that's ever stuck with me to this day from when I was that young. Fake it till you make it. And it's not even faking it till you make it. It's believing you are someone even though you are not. And if you continue to believe in that person that you are, eventually, your dreams will become reality. But once you think it's a dream, you will never be that person. But again, back to the law of attraction. There are several different versions of you lined up in this world. an astronaut version, an engineer version, a doctor version, a millionaire version, an entrepreneur version, you name it. And the only thing that really matters is what you want. Say you want to be the businessman millionaire version. Easiest term for me to talk about. And you think, what does he do all day? What time does he wake up? What does he eat? Where does he shop? Where does he go? What type of girl does he have? What car does he drive? What friends does he have? How does he treat certain people? And once you start believing that that is you, and going about those things, and performing the actions that you think your future self has on yourself now, then you'll be that person. It's only a matter of time. If you do everything that your future self wants and is now, why aren't you that person? And if you're not, the answer is you're not doing everything. Maybe you are. And if you are, to the 0.001% people that actually do, you will get it. And eventually you will. I've dreamed of everything that I have. Every place that I've been, every car that I've driven, every experience that I've lived, every business that I've ran. I already knew I was going to do it before I did it. It wasn't me lying to myself. It was me believing that I was that person. That was the best decision that I ever made. If I never made that decision, Lord knows where I would be. I believed I was successful before I was. I believed I was rich before I was. I acted like I was rich before I was. I posted myself as being rich before I was. I talked about myself in the ways that I thought my future self would want to talk about. I put myself in scenarios that only my future self would put themselves in. And that, in my eyes, is the law of attraction. You can't expect to be happy when the only thing you think about is being sad. You can't expect to be happy and think constantly, I'm miserable, I fucking hate my life, I hate my job, there's nothing going good in my life, everything that I do fails. How are you going to be happy if that's the only thing that you think about? Your life everything could be perfectly fine if you just look outside and look at life. But if you think you're miserable, you'll never be happy. And it's such a cliche saying, but your body is the physical thing in this world. But somehow your mental runs everything. Without your mind, you wouldn't be able to do anything. Yes, I am a person. I can touch myself and move my body. But without my mind, I wouldn't be able to tell my nervous system to move my leg up, or to move my hands like this, or to speak to this camera. It is now, I think, 3 in the morning, and I decided to record this video. I was finishing up on some work. And I was just thinking about how everything that I dreamt of, and everything that I said I was, and every little thing that I thought I was going to do, I'm doing. And yes, do I think I'm in my final version? Fuck no. Of course not. But the only way to be who you want to be and to do what you want to do is to have so much delusion in the fact that you are that person. Now it's raining, so I'll finish this video up quicker than I expected, but back to the point of, if you are miserable in your head, you'll never be happy. If you think that everything is going alright, and if you think you are that successful person, and if you do the tasks of that successful person, eventually you will be that successful person. And I think that's the most simplest way to put it. And if you just sit around all day and watch car videos and hang posters on your wall about being successful and think you're successful and comment under the comment section, oh, I'll be rich one day, I'll do this, I'll do that. That's where you fucked up. I will be. Change the will to am. And trust me, everything will change. My name is Sean Morey. That was our psychological lesson of the day. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.